Right, so in this one, what I'm going to briefly go over is how to find the gradient between 2 points. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do when doing the gradient between 2 points is you need the formula. Okay, so the formula is as follows: m equals y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1. Okay, now what this relates to is the coordinates. So it doesn't actually matter which way round you kind of put these. Okay, in this question, the way I'm going to label this one is that's x coordinate 1 and this is y coordinate 1, and here this will be x coordinate 2 and y coordinate 2. Okay, and you can probably see already how these values are going to relate to this little formula here. And all you have to do is substitute in these values into here to get the gradient of the line in between these 2 points. Okay, so for that you fill it in. So we've got 12, so y2, take away y1, take away 6, and that is over x2, which is 10, take away 8. So all I've done there is I have taken y2 is 12, y1 6, x2 10, take away 8. Okay, it can be quite difficult depending on which way kind of round you do them. You kind of might have some negatives in there, but this is always the way that I would set it out. So 12 take away 6 is 6. 10 take away 8 is 2. And we end up with this top heavy fraction. And then all this means is 6 divided by 2. And that would be our gradient just there. Gradient of 3. Now, what does a gradient of 3 actually mean? Well, if you've got a set of coordinates here, if it was flat, that's no gradient at all. Okay, and a gradient of say a million, it's going to be really steep. Okay, so a gradient of 3 basically means for every 1 square you go that way, you go up 3. So you go along 1, in terms of coordinates, you go along 1 coordinate, you go up 3, along 1 coordinate, up 3. So you'd end up with a line like that. Okay, something like that. And that is what a gradient would look like. Now, no gradient is just going to be a flat line. So that's no gradient. Gradient of 3. And if you just get on the coordinate diagram something just like that, that gradient is undefined. It's too steep, it's just undefined. You have no idea what it's actually relating to at all. Okay, so when you start off like that, it's no gradient, getting steeper, really steep now. There's no way I'm cycling up that hill, and then that is completely and utterly undefined. Okay, it's not like it's got no gradient, it's just an undefined gradient. Right, now that is kind of one example and a brief description of gradient itself, but you might also encounter ones that kind of have negatives in, and you're going to attempt these in literally the exact same way. Okay, so it's going to be x1, y1, x2, y2, and I'm just labeling them before doing the actual formula. Formula equals y2 take away y1, x2 take away x1. Then you fill in the actual coordinate values. So x2 is 12 again. Oh, sorry, y2 is 12 again, y1 is 4. Then we've got x2, which is 0. Take away, and this is -4. So this is where negatives can be a little bit tricky in this. So I've just kind of put this value. So x1 would be -4. So you're taking away x1 and x1 is negative 4. That's why I've put it in brackets there. It's not 0 take away 4. Okay, here it's 0 take away negative 4. Now negative numbers are going to come into this a little bit. Okay, and you will be doing this with negative numbers at some point as well, so it's a good job that you're starting off with this, get a good bit of practice with negative numbers. So 12 take away 4 gives us 8. And 0 take away negative 4, whenever you take away a negative number, it becomes a positive. So this is 8. Negative is a plus, so it'll be 8 over 4. And 8 divided by 4 would be a gradient of 2. Now a gradient of 2, it's not as steep as a gradient of 3 that we had before. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully that would help if you are ever stuck at all. Okay.